I'm Colman Domingo. I play Bobby T in The Running Man, and Bobby T is the most famous game show host in the world. And he's the game show host of this dystopian, very dark television show where the contestant has to survive for 30 days, and they're hunted down by everyone in the world. Yeah, that's my function. You know, more than anything, more than the Stephen King novel that it's based on, was Edgar Wright. I think he's just such a profound, prolific director. And the idea of being in one of his worlds was exciting to me. I feel like I'm like his visual language, his articulation of dialogue and story. I feel like it's exciting. And you feel like, oh, I want to work with somebody who, I'm like, how does he think? How does he map things out? And I feel like I got a really great chance to, you know, have a first-hand look to be in his world. And it was exciting, and it was fun, and he's really enthusiastic, and he's one of the smartest guys I know, and he's a true cinephile. So even his references, you're like, oh wow, I want to know as much as he knows. And so it was exciting. I was surprised at how collaborative he was. He was very much, you know, he's like, okay, what do you think? Because he's got things really mapped out. He's got things storyboarded. He's thought about it very clearly, every single moment, every single visual moment as well. Yet he's very inclusive and saying, what do you think? I'm thinking about this. What ideas do you have? And so he's like, oh yeah, let's try that. Let's see what that is too. So that was exciting. You can do your work in a silo for a while and really working on Bobby T and researching, you know, game show hosts, talk show hosts, you name it. But then when you're there in that arena with that audience, and these were all background players, I start to build a relationship with them. So they were my audience. They were doing the things that I needed them to do to help keep the show going. So that was something I didn't anticipate. I didn't know that helps inform my performance. So what you see from me as Bobby T is a lot of that background that was there. They helped me become who I needed to be. You become that character in many ways. You're like, oh, because they, you know, like when they say, you know, you're only the king when it's the way other people treat you. And the way they treated me when I would walk out on stage, they would say, Bobby T, Bobby T. They sort of made me feel like, yeah, I'm the owner of this stage and it's all mine. And they do it. Literally at one point towards the end of the shoot, I would just bring out, like Josh Brolin walked out on stage and they would all go, boo, boo. And I was like, I walked out right after and I knew that they would applaud. I knew it because they were mine. They were not Josh Brolin's, they were my audience. Oh man, a wild ride, a really great trip to the movies, something that we all need. It's really impactful, it's funny, it's wild, it's harrowing, but it's also really about something really human at the same time. So I feel like that's what we want. We want to try to see ourselves when we go to the movies, and I feel like you'll have that in Glen Powell's character, Glen is phenomenal in this role. So you're going for Glen Powell, you're going for a lot of story, you're going for explosions and wild things happening in an epic event in a film, and you want to be there. You know, you want to say that I saw it.